Hi everyone, welcome to Java Techie. I hope you are all doing well. First of all, I would like to wish each one of you a very happy new year. May this year bring you tremendous success and happiness. I have planned a lot of exciting topics and courses for you all. So let's make this year productive and fun. Let's rock it together. So stay tuned and keep learning. Let's kick up this year with a real world tricky interview questions which involving file system, Java 8 stream and multithreading. Recently, one of my viewers shared his interview experience at Agoda where he encountered this particular question where the problem statement you are given a folder containing multiple text files. Now your task is to design and implement a Java program to process these files and dynamically find the top nth and bottom nth most frequent word across all the files. So user can search top nth and bottom nth dynamically. For example, user can ask for second highest occurrence of the word or lowest occurrence of the word, anything either in ascending or descending. He can give the input and your application or your program should able to give the result back. So to give you better visibility, let me walk you through one example. Let's consider you have a folder which contains file1.txt, 2.txt and 3.txt with couple of words. Now the program what you have written, if will give the output 1, which means you are expecting to give the word which most frequently occurred in all the files. So if you see here, the topmost word occurred 4 times, that is orange. Now I want to find second most frequent word. So your program should scan each and every file and it should give the result. You can see here banana occurred 3 times. The way we are getting topmost frequent word, similar way you can also able to find, your application or program should able to find the lowest frequent word. Okay, so you need to design it dynamically. So this is what the complete use case. This looks simple, however it's little bit tricky, so don't worry, let's solve this together. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get started. So first, let's create a new Java class, then we'll understand step by step. So I'll create a Java class called word occurrence analyzer. Okay, then we'll create a folder and we'll keep couple of text file. So if you observe here, already I have created a folder called data. Inside that I have couple of text file. Now if I'll open that, I have added some word. Okay, now same way if I'll go and open the other word, other file, some random text I have added. So we are good here. We have defined the proper input. Now let me define that folder path here. You can also define this as a final. Fine. Now let's define the method who will return the list of string based on your search. Whether you want to search topmost or second top or lowest or second lowest based on your rank, it will give you the list of string or list of word. So I'll just define list of string, then define the method name find nth, just provide the rank what you are looking for. Okay, later we'll decide how we can make it, whether it is a ascending search or descending search. That will make dynamic. I'll come to that point in a moment. But first let's go with the happy scenario, then we'll try modifying this code. Fine. Now what you can do, you have this folder path. So you need to go to this folder and read all the files. That is your first step. So the first step, read all the files from the folder. Read or get, whatever is comfortable, you can define that. So how will you do that? It's simple, right? If you are using Java 8, then you can use this utility files dot, you can use this method work, okay, and this method needs the path here. Can you see the argument? So you can provide the path dot get, and you can provide the folder path. Then once you provide the folder path, you can ask this utility to only filter the regular files. So for that you can use the method reference files, then each regular file, then collect the list and give it to me. Okay, so you can change it to list, or even you can keep it set, that's fine. Now what it will return you? First of all, you need to handle the exception. You can use the try catch. For now, let me propagate it to the method signature. Now then just define the variable which will give you the list of files. Okay. Now once you have the list of file, then you can read each and every file and you can store the word frequency in somewhere. Okay, you can keep a list or map. You need to store the occurrence of each word. So for that, first you need to read the file. So let me change this, get all the file from the folder. Then see, I'm trying to break the entire use case step by step so that it will be easy for you. Okay, now what is the next step? Read each and every file, okay, and directly update or store the frequency. Now how will you read each and every file? It's very simple, just iterate the list of files you have. Then again there is a utility available in the files class, you can use that. Okay, so first let me iterate them. Then you can simply use files dot line. I want to read each and every lines from a given file. Okay, now it will give you the stream of word. You can check here what it will return you, stream of string. Okay, so then further what you need to do, out of the stream I need to see, for example, this is the complete sentence present in my file. Then each word, how I can segregate? Read is one word, each is one word, file is one word. I need to split them by space. Then only each and every section will be considered as a word. So similar thing you also need to do here from this stream. So you can use the flat map. Okay. Then let's consider this as a line, and you can use rs dot, then you can define line, split that line with the regular expression, or you can give the empty space. Better provide the regular expression. Okay, now it will give the array like this. Let's consider this is present in your file, it will give the array like this, each word. You know how the value are stored in the array, right? Like this it will give the result. Let me revert this. This is just a comment. Now what next? Next you need to iterate them. For each, now you will find the word. You can print the word. Sys out if you want, you can do that. But our goal is not to print this. Rather what we want? We want to store the word and their occurrence count. Okay. So for that, what I can use? I can take a map. So let me define a map. Map of key as a string and value as a number of occurrence of that particular string. Okay, so I will define word map equal to new hash map or concurrent hash map you can take. Let it be hash map for now. Okay. Now what I can do here, I can do some logic like this. I will check if word map dot contains key of this word. If this particular key is already exist in the map, Okay, first do for does not exist, then you can do for exist. Let's say if it does not exist, then what you want to do? Simply add it. Okay, so I'll just use word map dot put word and count is 1 because that is what the first time we added. Okay, else if it is already exist, then get how many time it exists and just increase the occurrence count. Okay, word map dot put word, how many times it occurs already, how you can get it? You can get it from map, right? Word map dot get, give the key, you'll find how many time it occurs, just increase by 1. Like this you can do. Okay, why this is crying long, right? See, this is the simple logic, right? If the key what you are going to add into the map, if it is does not exist, then it is the first time we are adding that key, just add it. If it is already exist, then check how many times it already exists, then just increase the count. You can do this complex logic, but since we are using the Java 8, we no need to do these things manually. Then how we can do that? Just remove it. Rather, there is a method called merge. You can use that. Word map dot use the merge method. See the method argument. Key is nothing the word, value is nothing the default value. If does not exist, okay, then what is the function by function you want to use? If exist, I just want to get the occurrence and want to increase the count. So I'll just use long method reference. Okay, all set. This is the only piece of code we have written to read the file and add the occurrence of each word in this particular map. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go step by step. First, let's print this map result, then we'll think about the next step. So I'll just do sysout word map and I'll just return null, something like that. Just define the main method to just access it. I'll create the object of it. You just need to handle the exception, or for now, since this is the demo, I'm just throwing it. Okay, nothing to under here. Fine. Now let's see what is the result there in our map. Let's run it. If you can see the output, date one time, there is no key but the count is 3. This is the empty. Okay, it is taking the empty space as well. So we need to add another filter to not consider the empty word. Okay, now if you see here, design occurs 2 times, offers occurred 4 times. You can see here, you can find the occurrence of each word. See here, and occur 4 times. So this looks good, right? We need to add another check to ignore the empty space. So what you can do, I'll just use here filter. Okay, I'll say don't consider the word if it is empty, only consider the word if it is not empty. Okay, this is the check I have added. Now if I'll run it again, we'll see the result. There is no empty space count. Okay, all good. Next, our target is to find the rank, find the word based on the input rank, right? So what we can do, what if we can group them? When I am saying group them, I will keep key as a 1, then value as a all the word which is present or which occurrence is 1. So if I will give 1, it will return me yours, used, elk, real name, date, all the word whose occurrence is 1. I just want to group the result based on the frequency. So if I will give, the key will be 2, value will be design, and anything which is 2. For example, let's see what is there in 2. This Techie. Okay, this Techie is also occurrence 2. Anything else? No, these 2 only. So I just want to group the result based on the frequency. So based on that we can perform the next step. Okay, next what we can do, we'll handle ranking by grouping words of their frequency. Okay, see, I'm going step by step. I'm trying to break down the flow to step by step to give you the complete picture. Okay, that is the reason from the beginning I'm saying this looks simple, but it's little bit tricky. It's not that you need to be pro in Java Stream API, but at least you should know each and every method and their purpose. Okay, all good, nothing to worry. Now we just need to group the result by the frequency. That's the simple step. Okay, so what you can do, we'll just use word map dot entry set, because this is just a map. Okay, then just convert it to the stream, then just use collect, not this one, we'll just change here collectors dot grouping by. I already explained many video on Java stream program related question. I widely use this grouping by method. Okay, if you are not familiar with this grouping by how it works, you can check out my Java stream programming interview question and answer series. Fine. Now how you want to group? I want to see what is there in this map. Key as a string and value as a number. I mean the occurrence, right? So I want to group by occurrence, which is nothing the value of my map. Okay, so I can use map dot entry, get the value. Then what you want to keep as a value, that all the words. Okay, now what you want as part of your value, I want all the words, which is nothing, all the key of my map. Mapping map dot entry dot get key, then collect them as a list. Just close this semicolon here. Now what this will return? It will return a map of key as a nothing, the frequency, and value as a list of word. Okay, so you can name it frequency to words, something like that. So let me print it so that you will get the idea. Sys out. Okay, now let's run it. We'll see the output. You can see the result here. Key is nothing, the frequency, and value is nothing, the list of word whose occurrence is the frequency. Okay, 1, date, realm, elk, used, your, boot, microservices, these are the word whose occurrence is 1. Now let's see, there are so many word whose occurrence is 1. See here, now this is 2, frequency 2, these are the word whose occurrence or frequency is 2. Can you see here? Design presents 2 times, must be techie welcome, each word present 2 times. So the key is frequency, value is list of word. See here 3, spring of A2, these word present 3 times, then 4. Okay, so in the first result we just print each word and their occurrence. In the second result we just group the word by their occurrence. Okay, so that now if user want to ask you second highest occurrence, then what you can give this guy, second highest occurrence is nothing, 3 for you, right? This guy. If user will ask you first lowest occurrence, then this one, right? You can give the this result, all the word. So that is the reason we just group them. Once you group them, then it's straightforward. You can sort them based on the user input, whether you want in descending or ascending order. Okay, so for that, what you can do, you can just define some flag here, boolean. Does user need in topmost order, which is nothing your descending order, or user want to search in from the bottom, from the lowest. Okay, if user want highest preference, then keep it true. If lowest, then keep it false. Okay, so for now let's keep it true. I mean, it won't give you the result because we have not completed the code yet. So let's move to the next step, that we want to sort the frequency. Okay, we want to sort the frequency based on user search, whether you want descending or ascending. So how you can do that? Very simple. So from this map, let me get the key. I'll keep them in a list and then I will sort based on the this particular flag. Okay, so it's simple step, guys, nothing to worry. Let me do it in front of you. So I will just use list of, I will take a list first. Okay, then from the map, what is the map? This map. Okay, from this map get the key set. This key set is nothing. If you see the output, this key set is nothing, your key 1 2 3 4 as per our example. Okay, so I want to sort this. See, at the end you need to fetch the result from this map only, this group by map only, but only concern is whether user want to search it on descending or ascending. You need to sort the key accordingly. Okay, so for that, what you can do here, you just need to depends on the flag and you need to play with that. So sorted frequencies dot sort, you can check if user is looking for highest, I mean the topmost search, then just do the descending sorting, comparator dot reverse order. Otherwise just go with the default sorting, which is nothing, your ascending, right? Comparator dot natural order. Okay, now if we'll just print it, sys out sorted frequencies, just I want to show you the result based on the flag. Currently we have given, I want to search on the highest topmost result, so it should give me the result in descending order. Let's see the output. We are getting 4321. Now whatever the key user will give, based on that, let's say user give this 3, based on that we'll take this key and we'll search from this particular map. Okay, hope this makes sense. So we are almost end of our implementation. Now let's just do the validation and call the required methods to get the result. Okay, so we have not implemented the multi-threading yet. Let's go with the simple approach and see the result. Then I will give you the complete picture where to implement the concurrency in this particular piece of code. Fine. Now just do the validate rank. Validation on rank. What does it mean? If I will search, if I will give 0 rank, it is not a valid input, right? Or let's say I have only 4 record. If I will search for 6th topmost word occurrence, means I should not have I don't have any record at this moment. So this is kind of invalid input. You need to handle that as well. Okay, so the reason I am covering, I could directly call the method. Okay, but always think while writing the code, you need to think about all the negative case and their validation as well. So for that, what I can do, I'll just check if rank less than equal to 0 or rank is greater than this frequency dot size. Okay, then there is a mistake. This is not a valid input. So you can define, you can throw some error, throw new illegal rank is out of range. If not, all good, your input is valid, you can happily play with it. Okay, so else just get what exact rank user is looking for, what is the target rank, that is you can get it from sorted frequency dot get rank minus 1. Okay, because list begin with the 0, right, but user will give 1 2 3 4, so you need to do rank minus 1 from the your sorted list. Okay, this is the targeted rank. Now all good, what you can do, simply you can remove this else, it's not required, I guess, because already you are validating if something goes wrong here itself the flow will break, right, so this is not required. Now simply since you get the target rank what user is looking for, you can simply call return frequency to word, this is the map which maintains the group by, from there you can provide the key target rank, this will give you the result. Okay, but let's do it in a different way, we'll use the same thing, but we also need to, if there is no record, it should not throw the error, rather it should return the empty list. So for that I will just use, instead of use get, I will use get or default. Okay, if you are getting, give the result, otherwise just give me the collections dot empty list. Okay, so let me add the comment here for better understanding. Get the frequency, next this is nothing, your result, right, so return all the words. So I have just added the comment on each step what we are doing here, so that you will get the clear picture. Okay, I am doing this group by, why, then what is the next step, why I have added it into the list and sort based on the parameter. Okay, you will have the clear picture about it. All good, now let's test the result. Okay, so what I will do, it will return, right, I need to print it, sys out. So I will search for topmost and second last. Okay, like that I will search second last. If I will search from the lowest, I should make it false. Okay, so when I will do topmost, I should get all the word whose occurrence is 4. When I will search second lowest occurred word, it should give me 2, I guess. Okay, all the word whose occurrence is 2. Let's see the result. Let me run it. So if you'll see the result, this is our result. Okay, so these offers and Java, these 3 words, I was looking for the topmost word, right, which is nothing this. So when I will give true, it will sort on the descending order, and since I am searching for the topmost, which is nothing 4, based on this number it will search the key from this map. Let's see what is there. Can you see here, this is the key and this is the value. Are you getting the result here, the same result? Yes. Okay, now when I mark the highest as a false, it will be the ascending search, which will search from the bottom, not from the top, and design must be techie welcome, this is the second lowest. If I will scroll right, you must find their count as a 2. Can you see here? So you need to sort based on the user input, and from that sorted list you need to take the input based on the target rank, and you need to figure out from this frequency towards group by what we have done. Okay, from there you need to search. This is the simple logic. All good here, right? Implementation wise we are good. There is no loophole in this particular code. Now what is the next? Next, I need to make it more efficient. I want to implement the concurrency. Currently I am playing with the 3 file, okay? But what if in real time I need to play with thousand of file? Running all the or process all the files in a single thread is not a feasible solution, right? So I need to implement the concurrency or multi-threading here to process the things faster. Okay, so now go through the code and think where exactly we need to implement the concurrency. Do I need to implement the concurrency while doing the group by or while doing the sorting? Is this the file processing I am doing? No, right? If you see the code, the actual core code we are doing here, which will take more time, which is the time consuming. Getting the file, after getting the file, iterate each file, read each file and their lines, and just add them to map. This is the piece of code which is the time consuming, and since we are not doing anything, it will run on the main thread. To prove that, what I can do, I'll just show you here. I'll just print the thread name. Okay, sysout thread dot current thread dot get name. Okay, let me run this. You will see all the file processing things will be executed in a main thread. Can you see here? I don't want to do that. I don't want to block my main thread. Rather, I want these things to be executed by the worker thread. So what you can do, it's a simple step. Okay, let me show you. You can just use the executor service executors, then you can just use executors dot new fixed thread pool, and you can give the thread pool count, but let's make it dynamic. I'll give the core which I available on my runtime dot get runtime dot available processor. Okay, you can specify 2 3 4 based on your core availability. Okay, so let it be, that's fine, that's not an issue. I'll just keep it executor. Fine. Now what you can do, you need to process each and every file through a different thread. Okay, it does not mean if you have 1,000 file, it will spin up by, or it will spin 1,000 thread to process it. Whatever the thread count you have, it will just process within that range. Okay, so it will be reusing. Now what I'll do, I'll just use executor dot execute. Okay, just use the lambda, nothing else. So just what, okay, this is the error, right? Just use the try and catch, or just you can add the auto closable try with resources, but let's use the try and catch now. That's fine. Okay, so I'll just close this. Now this is the piece of code which will be execute concurrently. So I have added the sysout. Let's see the thread name. Now let's run it. We got the result. Can you see here? We are getting the output, but at the end we are seeing the error that is saying concurrent modification exception. Because we have not shut down the executor service. Okay, so once you use it, then you need to shut down that. So what I can do, I will just gracefully shut down the executor here. Now let me run this. We got the result, and you can see the thread count, right? Thread 1, 2, 3. Only 3 thread at this moment available in my runtime, and the task is getting and all the file processing tasks getting splitted to these 3 thread. Okay, so with this implementation we achieve the concurrency, so that we'll get the better response, and we completely use the Java stream API. So that's what the interviewer expect from the user. Okay, so just give a try and do let me know in a comment section if you find difficulty to understand or if you are unable to complete this assignment. Okay, that's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.